Get ready to kickstart your journey to wellness with the ultimate guide in town. Welcome to Wellness Unleashed with Doc Stone. Join us as we journey through the realms of natural healing, where ancient wisdom meets modern science. Prepare to be inspired by stories of transformation and triumph. With Doc Stone as your guide, discover the power of holistic living and the joy of reclaiming your health. Prepare for a whirlwind adventure through the world of holistic wellness. From fitness freaks to spiritual gurus, we've got something for everyone. So grab your sneakers, your yoga mat, or just your sense of curiosity, and let's dive headfirst into a world of wellness wonders. Wellness Unleashed with Doc Stone. Your path to a vibrant life starts now. Well, hello, Wellness Warriors. Welcome back to the show, Wellness Unleashed with Doc Stone. I'm your host, Jeremy Doc Stone, and I am so glad to have you back. I've been on the road for a few weeks and glad to be back in the studio and sharing with you on all things holistic, natural, alternative, complementary health and wellness issues. And I am pretty happy about our topic tonight. Before we get jumping into tonight's content, I do want to take a moment to thank our sponsors. First of all, Aerostream TV Network, where you're actually watching this show on streaming platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and also on your podcasting networks like Spotify and iHeartRadio. I want to thank them for sponsoring the show. Also, Doc Stone's Natural Medicine and Wellness, where we help people to make health and wellness natural and help them to overcome and support them in education for their chronic disease issues. And we are happy to have recently Doc Stone's Natural Medicine Wellness to recently also begin to offer, and we're going to talk about this topic tonight, but to help people to support their pets, their dogs and their cats, holistically and naturally as well. And in that area, I want to encourage everybody to go to holisticpetpro.com, holisticpetpro.com. I've got a quiz there for your pets. It's free to take, and you'll get some suggestions for holistic and natural ways to support your dogs and your cats. Nutrition and health wellness. We have natural high quality supplements for your pets, as well as nutrition, removing a lot of the processed chemicals and everything that you find in your marketplace foods and supplements. So we want to encourage you there. You'll see it there on the bottom of the screen, holisticpetpro.com. Just go there, take the free. It's absolutely free. There's no obligation to buy anything. Pet quiz, and learn a bit about how you can help some of the most common issues why people have chronic visits to the vets, such as allergies, achy joints, dental health, bad breath, gas, all of those types of issues that your pets get. We do have a free quiz there. Answer a few questions about your pet and your concerns about them, and get some recommendations for holistic and natural ways to support their health. So again, just holisticpetpro.com. Go there and take an absolutely free quiz. It's from us gift. Just take the quiz and you will learn all kinds of stuff about your pet. So we're going to jump in, but before we do jump in, just remember also that the information that is shared in this episode is intended for education and entertainment purposes only. We don't diagnose or treat diseases on this show. We don't have any kind of a patient-doctor relationship. So it's meant for education. We believe that the biggest thing that you can do to improve your health is to educate yourself and take the steps that are right for you and for your body in improving that health. So we do want to make sure that that's just understood there. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our topic tonight. And tonight we're going to talk about or explore a topic that's near and dear to my heart and to the hearts of many other people. probably you as well. And that is the incredible healing power of animals. Now, we've seen an influx, you see more and more out in public, emotional support animals, ESDs. These aren't service animals, they are emotional support animals. And we've seen an influx of that. And we understand that pets can help us emotionally, but I wanted to explore today how being a pet owner, how interacting with animals, with our pets, can actually help us also in our physical health, and what some of the studies tell us about that. So, animals have incredible healing power. From the purring cats to playful pups, our animal companions offer so much more than just companionship. They can be powerful allies in healing physical, mental, and emotional disorders. So, for centuries, humans have shared a special bond with animals. If you've ever had a pet, you've probably experienced this special bond at one time or another in your life. But only recently have we truly began to understand the profound impact they can have on our well being. We're talking about animal assisted therapy, the use of animals as a therapeutic tool to improve a person's social, emotional, or cognitive functioning. Let's start with the physical benefits. So, studies have shown that interacting with animals can significantly lower blood pressure and heart rate, helping your cardiac health. A 2007 study published in the American Journal of Cardiology found that pet owners, particularly dog owners, had a significantly lower risk of cardiovascular disease than non pet owners. The simple act of stroking a pet releases oxytocin, a hormone associated with bonding and well being, which in turn can reduce stress hormones like cortisol. Think about it. That calm, rhythmic petting can be incredibly soothing. We build these emotional bonds with our animals, and they become a part of our families and our lives, and they play a significant role in our stress levels, our blood pressure levels, hormones, all of these types of things. It's not just about relaxation, though. For individuals recovering from a stroke or a physical injury, working with an animal can provide motivation for movement and exercise. We know that movement and exercise, even when you're not injured or ill, is critical to your immune system. It's critical to getting your lymphatic system going, to help to keep you mobile. We know that a lack of mobility is one of the strong reasons why people in their elderly years tend to become more frail. So we want to, our animals, they provide some motivation for that movement and exercise. So imagine a therapy dog encouraging a patient to reach, stretch, or to walk. Anything that you can do to get to move, to getting your muscles and your tendons going, getting your lymphatic system going is really, really important. It can turn tedious therapy into an engaging and enjoyable experience. Now let's talk about mental and emotional health, because most people kind of have an understanding of how emotionally bonded we can get with our animals. In fact, what really kind of drove me to do this episode, and I've been putting it off for about a month or so, this episode was the recent loss of one of my pets while I was on the road. Our boy Copper, English Bulldog, coolest dog, lived many, many years. But I didn't realize when we lost him suddenly just what an impact that it was going to have on me. The sense of loss that I would have after he passed. And so that got me to thinking about the role that our pets play in our health. It's so much more than just emotional. So the statistics are compelling. According to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, pet ownership can significantly reduce feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and depression. A meta-analysis of 17 studies published in BMC Psychiatry found strong evidence that animal-assisted interventions are associated with reduced depressive symptoms. So to break that down, we know that studies show that interacting with pets has the ability to help to lower the symptoms and the signs of depression and anxiety. And this is significant for those people who suffer from these conditions. For those struggling with anxiety, the presence of an animal can provide a sense of security and comfort. Many people find the non-judgmental love of a pet to be incredibly validating. They don't care what you look like or what mistakes you've made. They just offer unconditional affection. This can be especially powerful for individuals with PTSD, providing a calming presence and even helping to interrupt panic attacks. Service dogs, for example, are trained to recognize signs of distress and provide support. And for emotional healing, animals can play a crucial role in building connections and fostering empathy. For children with autism spectrum disorder, interacting with animals can improve social skills and communication. We know that things like autism and ADHD are significantly increased in this day and age over what they were just 10, 15, 20 years ago. And we know that children who suffer from these disorders may receive some benefits from interacting with animals to improve their communication and their social skills. The predictability of gentle nature of many animals can provide a safe space for these children to practice interaction without the complexities of human social cues. In other words, I mean, we jokingly say at times it's easier to talk to our pets than it is to talk to our people. It's very true that it's in this complexity of interacting with humans oftentimes is a hurdle or a barrier for people who are suffering from autism or other disorders like that, or on the autism spectrum. So we know that it can help them to learn to communicate better, to interact better by interacting with pets. A study in the Journal of Autism and Developmental Disorders found that children with ASD experienced a significant increase in social behaviors when playing with guinea pigs. So it's not just dogs and cats, but I mean, the study here was with guinea pigs, but we saw that they had a significant increase in social behaviors when they were playing with these guinea pigs. For the elderly, especially those in assisted living or nursing homes, animal visits can combat loneliness and provide a much needed sense of purpose and joy. The simple act of petting an animal can evoke memories, spark conversations, and bring immense comfort. So just by allowing the elderly to interact, elderly oftentimes, especially in nursing homes, they feel forgotten, they feel isolated, maybe rejected, and just the act of bringing in these pets to help with this therapy. Again, we're talking about animal assisted therapy here, helping people to overcome their conditions or to experience relief of symptoms of their conditions by interacting with animals. It's just an amazing thing. I know that I've gone through some periods in my life where I was having a great emotional struggle. There was personal issues happening in my life, and I felt emotionally broken at times. And one of the best things at that time that worked for me was to just go out and to be with my horse at that time, and to, just lay my head on her neck and pet her and talk to her. And it just brought a sense of relief, relieved some of that personal anxiety and depression and stress that I was having. It's just amazing what these animals can do for us, and just the way that unconditionally they just love us. They don't talk back. They don't judge us. And they can be very affectionate. And for a lot of people, this can help to get them through these periods in their lives where things just don't seem to be going right. So we know that that our animals play a huge role in our overall, not just mental, emotional, but also our physical health. So what roles can pets play in supporting the healing process? It's not just about formal therapy animals. You don't have to have your pet formally trained. Your beloved pet can be a powerful source of healing in your daily life. So you don't have to send them off to any special fancy training in order to have them to be effective with your health, with your healing. It's just able to we're able to be able to experience the benefits with our pet at home. And that's what we want to do. We want to be able to just use, that's a part of what the show is about teaching to just use natural ways to improve your longevity and your health. So we want to make sure that we're doing that, that we're actually interacting, and if appropriate, if you don't have any pets, or you don't have the ability to get a dog or a cat or something like that, see if you can borrow one of your friends or neighbors for a little bit. Just go and pet them. Go to a dog park and try to interact. Of course, ask for the owner's permission. But they offer this unconditional love and a constant presence, and they reduce the feelings of isolation. And we know that, especially after the way we all were isolated during COVID, I think as a society, we've had a hard time coming back from that. And many people are still stuck in that isolation. And we know that in isolation comes loneliness, despair, depression, stress. As human beings, we are meant to be connected, to be thriving with each other. And so, by using pets, we can learn to reconnect again, and hopefully relieve some of those issues that we are feeling. So caring for a pet also provides structure and a sense of purpose, which can be incredibly grounding. Oftentimes people who struggle with anxiety or depression or loneliness, they really struggle with what their purpose is. And when we begin to feel is that we don't have a purpose, or that whether or not we're here on this planet actually matters or not, then we fall further and further into a darker abyss. So by having a pet, by having an animal and caring for it, we can begin to build that sense of purpose. Our pets begin to give us a reason, if we don't have any other reason, that we can identify to be active during the day, to live a happier life. And we want to make sure that just as we talk a lot about our own health as people here on this show, when we do have a pet, when we have a dog or a cat, they have a lot of the same needs that we have. They need to have whole food diets. They need to try to reduce toxins in order to have not just longevity. Really, we're about, we've said it before, not just about helping you to live longer, but helping you to live better. And we want to do that same thing with our animals, because especially when we become interconnected with them, they're like our family. And so we want to make sure that we're taking holistic approaches to their health, to their nutrition as well. We're looking at functional nutrition. We're looking at making sure that they're getting the proper minerals and vitamins and supplements, because they have a lot of the same needs that we have. And that's why we want you to go take that pet quiz, rolling across the bottom of your screen there, holisticpetpro.com. Just go take it as a free quiz. We want to educate you about holistic and natural nutrition and wellness for your pets as well, because we understand just how integrated they are into our own health, our own wellness. So dog owners in particular are more likely to engage in regular walks and outdoor activities, boosting both physical and mental health. So they help us to stay physically fit as well, because we're more likely to get out and walk with them or to play with them and get some kind of activity going on. Pets can also be natural conversation starters, helping you connect with others in your community. And as I mentioned just a little bit ago, we're very much, even though we are the most connected we've ever been in the history of the world through technology, we are the most disconnected and socially isolated, I think, than we've been in generations. And so we want to try to build that social connection. Social connections are so important to not just to society, because we're all here on earth to help each other to be successful, to help each other to grow. We're designed to be connected with each other. And when we isolate ourselves, not only do we hurt ourselves, but we are robbing our communities of the great gifts that we have to contribute to the community. Of course, it's important to choose the right pet for your lifestyle and needs. You know, whether you'd get a dog, a cat, a guinea pig, a monkey, a potbelly pig, whatever it is, you have to pick a pet that's going to be good for your needs. And, you know, one dog isn't the same as another dog. If you are struggling to move around, if you're not very mobile, if you're not a very active lifestyle, you probably don't want to get like a Belgian Malinois as your pet, because you're not going to be able to keep up with that dog, and that dog is going to be robbed of its need to be hyperactive. So you want to make sure that you choose the right pet for your lifestyle and for your needs, so that both of you benefit from the relationship. So research your breeds. Consider adoption from a shelter. Many local shelters have adoption events. Consider that, and ensure you're ready for the commitment of responsible pet ownership. There's things you have to consider. Are you willing to provide high quality nutrition for your pet? Are you willing to provide it with the same types of supplements of wellness and health that you need to have, so that you guys can both experience life together for a very long time? Do you have the ability to provide for the veterinarian bills that are going to be possible for your pet, or probable for that? So make sure that you are ready for that commitment. Do you have the time to give to a pet? If you're considering animal assisted therapy, talk to your healthcare provider to explore options in your area. So the bond that we share with animals is truly remarkable. That's what I found when I lost my copper here about a month and a half ago now. I didn't realize just how strong the bond was, and how painful it was going to be to lose him after 10 and a half years. So, that bond is just an amazing bond. We want to help you to be healthy, your pets to be healthy, so that you can enjoy that relationship for a long time. Our pets remind us of the simple joys in life, and they offer unwavering support and possess an innate ability to heal. Our pets love us without really needing a whole lot from us. All they want is for us to feed them, to pet them, to love them, and they will give you all the love and protection, and they're loyal. And I think it's just an amazing thing to understand that not only do they provide that emotional support, but there is a whole lot of physical health benefits to having your pets. So that's all for this episode of Wellness Unleashed. Join us next time as we continue to explore holistic paths to a healthier and happier you. And don't forget to take our free pet quiz. Your pet will thank you at holisticpetpro.com and learn a little bit about how you can help your fur baby to live longer and live better holistically and naturally. Until next week, we will see you. We hope that you are well and both emotionally, mentally, and physically. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching Wellness Unleashed with Doc Stone on the AeroStream TV network. The opinions expressed by the host and guests of this show are theirs and not the opinions of the network or our sponsors. None of the information shared on today's episode should be taken as medical advice. Statements have not been approved by the FDA or any other governmental authority. And if you're experiencing any kind of illness or wellness issue, you are encouraged to consult with your licensed healthcare practitioner. And we do appreciate you watching our show and look forward to seeing you on the next episode.